Okay, so in 6.4, we're going to be talking about using elimination when they don't match up. So how to overcome that by using multiplication. Okay, so if we look at these, the 3 I can't really multiply anything by to get to 7, vice versa. This 2 though, I can multiply by 2 to get it to be a 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply. I'm actually going to do it by a -2 though, so then they're going to be opposite signs. And then I'm multiplying by 2 to get them to be able to eliminate. So 2 times 3x is going to be a -6x. -2 times a -2y is going to be a positive 4y. And then -4 times -2 is going to be a positive 8. I'm not doing anything different to the bottom one, so I have 7x minus 4y equaling -6. Okay. So just by multiplying by a -2, my y's now can be eliminated. So -6x plus 7x is going to be 1x. And then this is 0. And then I have 8 minus 6, which is 2. So that means I have x equaling 2. Okay, so then I'm going to choose an equation. I'm just going to choose that first one. I'm going to have 3 times 2 minus 2y equaling -4. So I'd have 6 minus 2y equaling -4. I'm going to subtract 6. That would give me -2y equaling -10. Divide by -2, I'm going to have y equaling 5. Okay, so our final answer then would be x is 2, y is 5. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this one then. So if you look here, 3 and 5, you can't really multiply together to get anything. But I can multiply this 2 by a -3 to get it to be a 6. So I'm going to choose to multiply my second one by a -3. I'd have 6x plus 5y equaling 19. And then I'd have -6x minus 9y, so I'm just distributing, equaling -15. Okay. So I did everything good because I can eliminate these x's now. I have 5y plus a -9y is going to be -4y. And then 19 minus 15 is 4. Divide by -4. I'm going to have y equaling -1. Okay. So then I am going to plug that in. I'm just going to choose the first one. I'd have 6x plus 5 times -1 equaling 19. That would give me 6x minus 5 equaling 19. I'm going to add 5. This gives me 6x equaling 24. Divide by 6. X is going to equal 4. Okay, my final answer for -1. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start you guys off on D, and then I'm going to have you guys finish it then. Okay, so this one, my x's are not lined up, my y's aren't lined up, and the constant aren't lined up. So I first need to rewrite it so both of them are in standard form. So first one is already looking good, so I'm just going to write 5x plus 3y equaling 18. This one though right here, I have to add the 7x to both sides. Okay, so then I would have 7x plus 9y equaling 6. Alright, so what I want you to do is pause this then and then finish the rest of this problem. Alright, so what I did is 5 and 7 don't really match up, but the 3 and the 9 are divisible by each other. So I multiplied this first one by a -3 to make it opposite, and then I want them to both be 9. Okay, so this would be -15x minus 9y equaling, and then 18 times -3 is going to be a -54. Didn't change anything in my second equation. Okay. My 9's do eliminate, so we're good there. -15x plus 7x is going to be a -8x. And then negative 54 plus 6 is going to be a negative 48. I'm going to divide by a negative 8, so that means x would equal a positive 6. And then I'm going to plug it into my first equation. I'm going to have 5x, which is 6, plus 3y equaling 18. So this would be 30 plus 3y equaling 18. Going to subtract 30. I would then have 3y equaling negative 12. Divide by 3, y is going to equal negative 4. Okay, so then when I write my ordered pair, I have 6, negative 4. Alright, so now let's look at the back side. So this one, if you're looking, first let's get this into standard form for both of them. So my first one, I would have 5x plus 2y equaling negative 18. And then I'm going to subtract the 3. So I'd have negative 3x plus 7y equaling 19. Okay. So the 5 and the 3, you can't really match up. The 2 and the 7, you can't match up. So what you're going to have to do in this case is you're actually going to be multiplying both of them now. So it doesn't matter if you choose the x's or the y's. I'm just going to match up the x's because they're a little bit smaller numbers, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to multiply this by a 3, that first one, and then this one by a 5. Okay, so one's already negative, so I don't have to worry about multiplying one of these negative. And if I do 5 times 3x, I get 15x. And then the 3x times 5 is 15x. So both of those are going to be a 15 is what we're trying to get to that goal. Okay, so I'm going to distribute. 5x times 3 is going to be 15x. 3 times 2y is going to give me 6y. And then negative 18 times 3 is going to be a negative 54. Okay, negative 3x times 5 is negative 15x. I'm going to have 35y. And then I'm going to have 19 times 5, which is going to be 95. All right, so my x's are getting eliminated, so we did good there. 6y plus 35y is going to be 41y. And then negative 54 plus 95 is going to be a positive 41. I'm going to divide by 41 to both sides. So then that means I'm going to have y equaling 1. Okay, so I'm going to plug that into my first equation. Okay, so this would be 5x plus 2 equaling negative 18. I'm going to subtract 2. This would give me 5x equaling negative 20. Divide by 5. I would then get x equaling negative 4. I don't know why I circled that, sorry. So my x is negative 4, my y is 1, so that is my final answer. Okay? All right, I want you to try out, we'll say D. Okay? So pause this and then press play when you want to check your answer. Okay, so first thing I have to do is I have to get these both into standard form. So I'd have 3x minus 7y equaling 5. And then I'm going to subtract the 5x. I'm going to have negative 5x plus 9y equaling 5. Okay? Oh, we're doing 3's and 5's again. So first one I'm going to multiply by 5, and then the second one I'm multiplying by 3's. Okay. So I would then end up with 15x minus 35y equaling 25. Then I would have negative 15x minus 27y plus 27y, sorry, and then equaling 15. So my x's do eliminate, they add to 0. I have negative 35y plus 27y is going to be a negative 8y. And then 25 plus 15 is 40. going to divide by a negative 8. That means my y is going to be negative 5. Okay. I'm going to choose that first equation. I have 3x minus 7 times negative 5 equaling 5. Okay, so this would be 3x plus 35 equaling 5. Okay, subtract the 35. So this would give me 3x equaling negative 30. Divide by 3. That means I would have x equaling negative 10. Okay, so final answer, negative 10, negative 5. Okay. And if you did want to practice this, I would change these to a 12 and this to a negative. Or sorry, this to a 3. As opposed to a 39. Or is it 39? It is 39. I'm sorry guys, I did fix it. Okay, so if you did want to try that out, you could, and you should end up with 1, 2. Okay?